Papaia arrives at his sister's house. In the yard, his nephew is playing soccer with friends. He dribbles past one, then another, shoots, and scores. Papaia stops to watch. Papaia. Well, would you look at that, the boy can really dribble. The nephew runs, gets the ball back, shoots again. Papaia. Goal. This kid's got a good foot. The sister appears at the door. Sister. See. He's good. Papaia. Yeah, looks like he was born with a ball stuck to his foot. The sister smiles. Sister. His dream is to become a professional footballer. Papaia. Professional? No kidding. Papaia thinks. He knows that in football, talent isn't enough. You need contacts, contracts, paperwork. He scratches his head. Papaia. Wait, you need an agent, right? Sister. That's right. Without an agent you don't get anywhere. Papaia lights up. Papaia. Then I've got it. I'll be his agent. The sister is left speechless. Sister. You. An agent? Papaia. Of course me. Who better than me? Igor. Hidden behind the living room curtains. Papaia an agent? Yeah, sure, and I'm the next Premier League coach. Meanwhile the nephew keeps playing, unaware of his uncle's ambitions. Nephew. Goal. Papaia points decisively. Papaia. You'll see, sister. With me, he'll make it to Serie A. Igor. Make it to Serie A? Yeah, but first, Papaia, you should at least learn how to make it to a conference. Which is pretty much impossible. In fact, with Papaia, the only place anyone ever makes it to, is the wrong one. The nephew finishes playing and walks up to his uncle. Papaia. Hey, well done. Did you see that shot? You're really good. Gianfrido. Thanks, uncle. But I want to become a professional footballer. Papaia looks at him seriously, as if doing some big calculation in his head. Papaia. Really? You want to be professional? Igor. No, his dream is to stay an amateur, forever. That's why he'll definitely hire you. Gianfrido. Yes, it's my dream. To play in the big stadiums. Papaia smiles. A spark of an idea lights up his eyes. Papaia. Then listen. I promise you'll become a professional. Gianfrido looks at him in disbelief. Gianfrido. Really, uncle? You'll do it? Papaia nods with conviction. Papaia. Of course. I'll be your agent. I'll take you far, to the big clubs, I promise. Igor. Okay. Maybe the part about promising to take his nephew far away, he'll actually manage. After all, making people miss their flights is one of his specialties. Gianfrido smiles happily and shakes his uncle's hand. Gianfrido. Thank you, Uncle Papaia. I won't let you down. Papaia watches him, convinced he's just found the solution to everything. Papaia. You'll see, the world of football has no idea what's coming. Igor. Yeah. On that, I totally agree. Minutes later, Papaia is sitting in the kitchen with his sister. On the table, 2 cups of steaming coffee. Papaia. Listen. I was thinking. What if I took Gianfrido to live with me in the city? His sister looks at him, surprised. Sister. In the city? But, are you sure? Papaia nods with determination. Papaia. Of course. He'll be able to follow football better, train, have opportunities. The sister sighs, stirring her coffee. Sister. I don't know, but if you think it's the right thing. Papaia smiles, trying to radiate confidence. Papaia. It is. I'll show him the world of football up close. I'll guide him myself, Uncle Papaia. His sister looks at him, her eyes full of hope. Sister. All right, if you think it's what's best for him, I agree. Papaia stands up, energetic, ready for action. Papaia. Perfect. Tomorrow I'll take him with me. Sister. Take care of him, and of yourself. Igor. Especially of yourself. Papaia smiles, already imagining his next moves. Papaia. Don't worry, sister. I'll handle everything. Igor. I'll handle everything, the most worrying phrase you can ever hear from Papaia. That same evening, Papaia arrives home with Gianfrido. Clara, Papaia's wife, opens the door and smiles. Clara. Welcome, sweetheart. Come in, come in. I made some pastries. Gianfrido walks in shyly, his eyes shining. Gianfrido. Thank you, Aunt Clara. Ravioli is sitting at the table, eating the pastries. Ravioli. I have to eat as many pastries as possible. That way Gianfrido won't have to worry about the calories. Igor. Ravioli, always the altruist. Ready to sacrifice himself for the good of sport, and his stomach. Papaia leads Gianfrido to the guest room. Papaia. Here it is, your room. I thought I'd decorate it for you. Gianfrido's eyes widen, posters of great champions, signed balls on the shelf, jerseys from the most famous clubs, fake trophies, and little flags. Gianfrido. Wow, it's incredible. Papaia smiles proudly. Papaia. All for you, kid. Here you'll already feel like a professional. Gianfrido lies down on the bed, staring at the ceiling with the lights reflecting on the posters. Gianfrido. Thank you, uncle. Papaia leaves, keeping the door open. Papaia. Tomorrow we start working on your future. Gianfrido closes his eyes and slowly falls asleep. In his dreams he sees stadiums, goals, applause. Meanwhile, Ravioli, still in the kitchen eating pastries, mutters to himself. Interesting, something to study. Clara. What's interesting to study, Ravioli? Igor. Ravioli is conducting medical research on himself. He was referring to how many cookies he can swallow before going into sugar shock. Ravioli secretly burps, says goodbye to everyone, and heads home. When he gets home, he stops in front of the bedroom mirror and stares at himself. Ravioli. Ah, back in my day I used to play football, but I bet I can still do it. He strips down to his underwear. Looks in the mirror. His belly sticks out more than ever. He tries to suck it in, but it barely moves. Ravioli. Well, I can still pull it off. He does 2 half squats. Gets a cramp. Recovers. Ravioli. Okay, maybe I need a little training. Then Ravioli calls Igor on the phone and tells him everything. Igor, after patiently listening, replies, yes, you can do it. But hangs up before finishing the sentence. Igor. Play football? Yes. You can do it, as the ball. The next morning, Papaia takes Gianfrido to a famous school. Papaia. Well, kid. From today, you go to school, and also to football. Gianfrido smiles, excited. Gianfrido. Really? Real training? Papaia nods. Papaia. Of course. Only this way will you become a professional. The coach welcomes them at the field entrance. Coach. Welcome. Here the kids learn to really play. Get ready, talent scouts will come to watch the matches. Papaia smiles proudly. Papaia. Perfect. See, Gianfrido. Your future is already on the move. Coach. Ah, almost forgot, the monthly fee is pretty steep. Papaia smiles even more. Papaia. Don't worry, I've got this. Igor, who accompanied them, huffs beside them, hands in his pockets. Igor. Ah yes, the football dream. You pay, Papaia, and the rest is pure magic. Gianfrido looks at them, excited but confused. Gianfrido. Really, I just have to train? I don't have to pay anything? Papaia nods confidently. Papaia. No, kid. I'll take care of it. You just play. Igor shakes his head, sarcastic. Igor. Fantastic. The dream football, you dream, Papaia pays, I watch, and take notes. Papaia squeezes his nephew's arm. Papaia. You'll see, it'll be worth it. Gianfrido nods, happy. Gianfrido. Yes, uncle. I want to try. School begins. Gianfrido sits in class, backpack open, notebook ready. Gianfrido. I have to do my best. I want to become a professional. After classes, he runs to the football field. Every afternoon, drills, passes, shots on goal. The coach watches carefully. Coach. This kid has talent. He must keep it up. Papaia sits in the stands, smiling. Papaia. Good, good, that's how it's done, kid. Gianfrido makes a perfect shot. Coach. Well done. With this commitment, the talent scouts will definitely notice him. Papaia claps, proud. Papaia. See. I'm helping you make your dream come true. Gianfrido, sweaty but happy, runs to his uncle. Gianfrido. Thank you, Uncle Papaia. I couldn't do it without you. Papaia looks at him, satisfied. Papaia. This is just the beginning, kid, just the beginning. Igor. Yeah, just the beginning. And from my experience, when things go too well, with Papaia, that's when you really have to worry. Gianfrido is at school, sitting at his desk. During class, Dennis approaches. Dennis. Hey, there's a party at a friend's house tonight. Wanna come? Gianfrido smiles shyly and nods. Gianfrido. Yeah, I'll think about it. After school, Gianfrido returns home with his backpack. He sits at the table for lunch. Gianfrido. Uncle Papaia, can I go to a party tonight? Papaia looks serious, arms crossed. Papaia. A party? No, kid. You need to stay focused on football. Your dream won't wait. Gianfrido lowers his gaze, disappointed. Gianfrido. But, all my classmates are going. Clara, serving lunch, intervenes gently but firmly. Clara. Papaia, make an exception. He needs to have some fun too. Papaia sighs and crosses his arms, hesitant. Papaia. Okay. Just this once. But tomorrow, back to training, I promise. Gianfrido smiles enthusiastically. Gianfrido. Thanks, uncle. I won't let you down. Clara smiles, satisfied. Clara. See. A little fun every now and then doesn't hurt. Papaia just shakes his head slightly, but smiles to the side. Papaia. Fine, but I want all the details about the party, and you must promise to come back early. Gianfrido. Yes, uncle. I promise. Gianfrido arrives at the party with Dennis. Gianfrido. This isn't the house you were expecting? Dennis widens his eyes. Dennis. No, not exactly. Inside, loud music, flashing lights, kids laughing and drinking. Some raise glasses full of alcohol. Dennis approaches Gianfrido with a glass. Dennis. Come on, try a sip, it's fun. Gianfrido hesitates, then takes a small sip. Gianfrido. Oh, wow. Glasses keep coming. Laughter, chatter, confusion. Both of them get drunk. The next morning, Gianfrido stumbles home. Papaia sees him enter and opens his eyes wide. Papaia. What did you get yourself into, kid? Gianfrido. Uncle. I feel terrible. Papaia grabs him by the shoulders, serious. Papaia. Enough. No more parties. Ever again. Gianfrido nods, downcast. Gianfrido. Yes, uncle. Papaia shakes his head, disappointed but worried. Papaia. You need to learn discipline. Football comes first. Clara enters the kitchen. Clara. Poor kid. Igor. Peeking from the window. Poor kid, have another drink. Papaia looks at him with stern eyes. Papaia. From today, no distractions. Only football, training, and school. Gianfrido lowers his gaze, resigned. Gianfrido. Yes, uncle. On Sunday afternoon, Ravioli finds his old football kit. He tries it on. A disaster. His belly sticks out. You can even see his belly button. He goes to the playground under his house. The kids look at him and laugh. Ravioli. What are you laughing at? Kid 1. We're making teams. Do you want to play? Ravioli. All right. But know that I'm good at football. Kid 2. What position? Ravioli. Forward, obviously. Kid 3. How many years since you last played? Ravioli. A couple of years, maybe, well, maybe a bit more, okay. Let's say back when I was in middle school. Kid 1. The chubby guy goes with you. Kid 2. No, he goes with you. A few days pass since the party incident. Life seems to return to normal. Gianfrido goes back to school and training, but something has changed. Papaia immediately notices his distracted attitude. Papaia. Kid, everything okay? You look tired. Gianfrido. Yes, uncle, everything's fine. But training becomes increasingly difficult for him. He skips exercises, runs slowly, misses easy passes. Papaia watches, worried. Papaia. This isn't normal, what's happening? The match ends. Gianfrido leaves the field, tired and downcast. The coach approaches Papaia in the stands. Coach. Mr. Papaia, can we talk for a moment? Papaia nods, concerned. Papaia. Sure, what is it? Coach. Gianfrido made too many mistakes today. Not just passes, but also field strategies. He doesn't seem focused anymore. Papaia clenches his hands, angry and disappointed. Papaia. This isn't good, it's like he's letting his dream slip away. Coach. Yes. And it's not just today. For some time, he seems influenced by friends, not exactly the right crowd. Papaia nods, determined. Papaia. Thanks for telling me everything. I can't rely on words alone anymore. I have to act. Coach. Mr. Papaia, do you really think you can get him back on the right path? Papaia looks at him, firm and confident. Papaia. I will. He won't lose his future. The coach nods, hopeful. Coach. Good, then count on me for anything. Papaia watches Gianfrido walking away, his face downcast. Papaia. From today, no distractions. Only football. Days later. Clara is paying for groceries at the supermarket. Clara. But, why isn't the card working? She calls Papaia, worried. Clara. Papaia, check the account. Papaia opens the app on his phone and opens his eyes wide. Papaia. But, the account is zero. Clara sighs, disheartened. Clara. We have nothing left. I have to call my brother and ask for a loan. A few minutes later, Clara talks on the phone with her brother. Clara. Hey, could you lend me some money? Our account is empty. Clara's brother. What? Okay, I'll help, but what happened? Back home, Papaia and Clara sit in the kitchen to examine the bank statement. Papaia. Look here, thousands of euros spent on the delivery app. Clara. But we don't remember any orders. Papaia. Something doesn't add up. Papaia hears a phone call coming from Ginfrido's room. Ginfrido's voice. Yes, hamburgers and pizzas for all of Dennis's friends tonight. Papaia's eyes widen. Papaia. Here's the mystery. Cornered, Gianfrido enters the kitchen. Gianfrido. Okay, it's my fault. I was ordering hamburgers and pizzas for Dennis's whole group. Clara looks at him in disbelief. Clara. Why, Gianfrido? Gianfrido lowers his head. Gianfrido. I wanted to be popular. Igor. Hiding behind the couch. Yeah, you became popular, like a fast food delivery chain. Papaia sighs, shaking his head. Papaia. Kid, you don't become popular like that. That way, you only risk losing everything. Clara places a hand on his shoulder. Clara. No more crazy spending. And thanks to my brother for the loan. Papaia nods, determined. Papaia. And we'll do it, together. Early in the afternoon, Ravioli is playing football with his new friends, the children. They put him at midfield, but Ravioli can't reach a single ball. Ravioli is all sweaty and muddy. He runs, out of breath. He sees a space near the opposing goal. He positions himself there. His teammates see the opportunity and pass him the ball. Ravioli. Good. I just need to shoot and score. The ball lands a couple of meters in front of him. Ravioli. Now. Ravioli runs toward the ball. Kicks. Misses the ball. Loses balance. Falls backward. Faints. Opens his eyes. The children around him look worried. Kid 1. Ravioli, are you hurt? Ravioli. No, it's nothing. Kid 2. Yes, but you'd better go in goal. Ravioli. In goal? Why not? Days pass, but nothing changes. Gianfrido continues to ignore school and training. Papaia often calls him out. Papaia. Kid, you need to focus. Gianfrido shrugs, distracted. Gianfrido. Yes, uncle. But Gianfrido's only interest remains impressing his friends. He laughs, brags, spends time with Dennis and the group. His school performance worsens, as does his football. Papaia watches, worried. Papaia. He can't go on like this. A few days later, the phone rings. Papaia. Hello. Coach's voice, serious. Coach. Mr. Papaia, we need to talk about Gianfrido. Papaia stiffens. Papaia. What's happening? Coach. If he continues like this, he won't be a starter anymore. He'll be benched. Papaia grips the phone, angry and worried. Papaia. What? We can't allow that. Coach. I warned you, but you need to know the truth. You have to make a decision. Papaia nods, determined. Papaia. Thank you for telling me everything. I won't let his talent go to waste. Papaia looks out the window, deep in thought. Papaia. I need to take control of the situation. I can't trust that he'll follow the right path on his own anymore. Morning. The school bus is full of voices. Gianfrido gets on, sits at the back with his friends. He laughs, talking about yesterday's party. In the row next to him is Emmanuel. Old tracksuit, always the same one. A classmate teases him. Classmate. What are you even playing for? You miss every pass. Laughter. Emmanuel. One day I'll be a footballer. The laughter grows louder. Gianfrido says nothing. He listens quietly, staring out the window. Papaia grabs his phone and calls his sister. Sister. Hello. Papaia sighs. Papaia. Sister, we need to talk about Gianfrido. Sister. What's happening? Papaia. He's not putting in effort anymore, neither at school nor football. And the spending, it's becoming a huge financial burden for us. Sister, worried. What do you mean? Papaia. All that money spent on hamburgers and pizzas for his friends, and he continues to ignore training and studying. You need to talk to him, put a stop to it. Sister. Angry. Papaia, you promised to help him. Now it's your responsibility to support him. You can't blame me. Papaia. I understand, but if things continue like this, I'll be forced to send him back to you. We can't let him waste his talent and our money. Sister, still angry, raises her voice. Sister. Send him back home? Are you kidding? I can't take care of him like you do. It's your responsibility, Papaia. Furious, she slams the phone down. Igor. Well done, Papaia. Next time, promise her a private jet too. Afternoon, playground. Ravioli plays football with the neighborhood kids. They put him in goal. The game continues. A kid from the opposing team takes advantage of a distraction and moves into a dangerous position. Ravioli notices him. Ravioli. Fabio. Giorgio is open. Run and cover the goal. The boy Fabio follows Ravioli's advice and manages to intercept a dangerous pass. Fabio. Thanks, Ravioli. Without your advice, we would have conceded a goal. Ravioli. Surprised. It's true. And I can do it again. I can be your goalkeeper and coach. Fabio. It's true. Long live Ravioli. The kids run to hug Ravioli, excited. Ravioli. Moved. Thank you. Thank you. Even if I can't be a good footballer, I can always be your coach. The children return to playing while Ravioli wipes the tears slowly falling from his eyes. Igor. When Ravioli deluded himself in front of the mirror, he hadn't accounted for the playground kids. But then, Ravioli's dreams of grandeur were put in goal. Not all bad things are harmful. Sometimes they help you discover the obvious. That night, Papaia can't sleep. He tosses and turns, uneasy. Papaia. I can't stop thinking. He gets up and peeks into Gianfrido's room. Papaia. Let's see if he's sleeping well. But to his great surprise, the room is empty. The window is open. Papaia's eyes widen in panic. Papaia. What? Clara rushes in, surprised and worried. Clara. Papaia, what's happening? Papaia points to the open window. Papaia. He's not here. He's gone. Both fear the worst. Papaia. Did he run away from home? Clara nods, trembling. Clara. We have to call the police, and the hospitals. Frenzied phone calls, no news. Papaia. No one knows anything.